When you hear the name Crater City, what do you think about? Is it the cargo train spawn? Is it the crown jewel? Maybe it's the bank. Oh wait, maybe it's the fact that it has a total of 4 usable buildings after 3 years in the game. That's right, a city, a major point of interest, has 4 places to go. And with the recent combination of the robbery groups being removed and the military base being shifted back south, the incentive to go up north is just gone. There's no forced robbery group and the police spawn has been reduced to atoms. But how did it get this bad? Today I will be covering the entire history of Crater City. So let's take it back 3.5 years. Our story begins in April 2022. Jailbreak's map cuts off right here, with a tunnel into the unknown being our only hope of a map extension. And around April 2022, our hopes became reality as the 5th anniversary live event took place. It was the 3rd live event for the game, and to be honest, it was easily the most consequential, as the impact of this event caused the unveiling of an entirely new 50% map area, with the main attraction being Crater City. The reason for the whole north area was because of the asteroid from the live event. You know, like Crater City. But in summary, Rising City was no longer the center of the Jailbreak map, the glue that held the other sections together. It had now been reduced to just the south, as the map had doubled in size. But initially, how was this new city and the area surrounding it? Well, it was quite comparable to Jailbreak's initial first start. The terrain was barren, it was dry, deserted, and there was basically nothing apart from the city. I mean, there was an initial cool novelty of Jailbreak having a new area to explore, but it quickly wore off. The centerpiece of the north was the crown jewel, the new robbery that was added after the live event, and one that is near and dear to a lot of Jailbreak players, as being deemed a fantastic addition to the lineup of robberies we already have. Now, what else is up there? Well, there was a few things. I mean, you had the airport. There was also that temporary racetrack too that was gone after a few months. And Crater City, well, it didn't really have anything. There was no penthouse, no bank, and the gun store came shortly after, but still, on release, there was really just not much at all. But hey, you can't judge food that's in the oven, you know? At least there's a new robbery, you know, that's gotta count for something. But what would Batamo do to draw players up there? Starting with the mid-season 9 update in May, Jailbreak added fast travel jets, a cool way to get to Crater City much easier and in the quickest time possible, only for the cost of $5,000 per flight. I guess a decent start, and hey, we got a cool Finder video out of it. But that's not enough. You know what we need? Force. If you don't want to come to our city, we'll make you. That's right, the $1 million dealership was moved. You want to escape prison with your terrible car and go ahead and hop into the Vault Bike, the drone, or even the Black Hawk? No! But thanks to a Twitter poll, it was quickly reverted a few weeks after, as people saw it as more of a cheap way to get people up north. But apart from that whole thing, we also got to create a gun shop and the Crater Garage, so hey, I guess it's becoming a bit more expensive. I mean, that's only like 2 stores out of the 30 buildings, but you know what? It's progress. Then during season 10, it got the Trade Coast, and eventually later in the year we had the mansion. But I want to strictly keep this Crater City, and only the buildings surrounding it, rather than entirely different locations, to which I consider the Trade Coast. But still, I do appreciate Batamo adding this small location, as I think it represents commitment to add more to the north. But my problem is, the city still remains underutilized. A city should be a main location, a location of interest, a hub for some of the most important things in the game. So from here on out, just keep in mind my criticisms aren't directed at the north 50%, but rather the city and what's just around it. Now we have season 11, and here we got the long-awaited Tumbleweeds. Yes, that's the change to your new city that you want to draw players to. Tumbleweeds. Actually, we also got an updated crown jewel interior, so you know what? Good job, guys. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention too, we lost the racetrack for whatever reason. It was replaced by a simple parking lot. Then we got airdrops in the season 11 mid-season update, which I mean, hey, it's good for the activity up in, what is this area called? Cactus Valley. Okay. Then for a few months until the 5 days of vehicles update, we pretty much got nothing. And then Crater City actually started getting some love. On day 2 of the update, we got the new fire station to coincide with the revamped fire truck. And it's another hollow building, but I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. And I mean, hey, on top of that, we finally got a Crater City spawn. The VIP Game Pass can now spawn at the gun store, which for some reason never had a spawn when it was added all the way back in May. But all that aside, maybe now this is a jumpstart Crater needs for player activity. And after 6 months of waiting, from November 2022 to April 2023, we had 0 changes to the city. But then we had some hope. May 2023, the Dream Homes update. The Crater City penthouse worth 1.5 million was added, with views like this, and so much space to put furniture. And to top it all off, a rooftop swimming pool. A great start, and a unique way to waste your money on a thing exclusive to Crater City. October 2023. Yes, I know, another 6 months. But this time we had the Crater Bank. They actually added a bank to Crater City and split half of the previous robbery floors between the banks, giving Crater City the best one, the presidential vault. Along with this, the ultimate incentive and what kept Crater City alive was added. robbery groups. You see, when we had robbery groups, it ensured that there would always be more players being forced to go to Creator City and rob the only locations open. Maybe it doesn't make you happy, but you literally have to go there to grind and play the game. And overall, the Season 18 update was a really solid one for Creator City. Then in December, Creator City would change forever. Well, not exactly. See, the robbery group finally got an update as the ore rig was added, but it's hard to drag Creator City into this as it seems to be just another update where a major location or feature is added really close to, but not within the city. The city is still managing to be an afterthought to most people. It's a bit of a mouthful, but the mansion, the trade coast, and the ore rig are some of the most important locations up north. But Creator City has nothing for itself except for the bank and I guess the penthouse. All of the good locations surround it, but they aren't in it. It's in big contrast to Rising City, which is the hub for some of Jailbreak's most important locations and areas where both teams meet. Creator City is literally the opposite of that. It appears really flashy and cool to a first view, but when you go up north you tend to realize that Creator City actually manages to be the least interesting part of the new 50%. But let's move away from the negativity. Let's talk about the good of the ore rig. It helps add to the established Crown Jewel robbery group, and I guess it makes it a bit more interesting than just robbing the bank and the Crown Jewel. So I guess it's a win for the area, but as I'm trying to emphasize, the city still stays in limbo. Now 2023 I guess was a pretty good year, but surely next year we could see either a new robbery, even as tiny as a small store, like a new criminal base, or I don't know, some cool building. So let's move on to 2024. Okay, well, how about 2025? Okay, how about the last 3 weeks or so? We lost robbery groups, meaning players don't have to go to Creator City at any point. We lost the military base down south. And why is a Simo on TikTok saying he wants to destroy the entire city? So I'm just gonna be real, okay? The future looks very grim for Creator City. I do not see it recovering. I do not see it being the same, because I feel like the Jailbreak developers have finally realized that, like, having two cities coexist is very hard. Like, seriously, it is hard to do. Especially when you only have 30 people servers, like, increase the player count, am I right? Maybe Creator being a town would have worked well, because at the moment, it is just an empty shadow of what it could be. And why I say downfall is because this had potential. Don't lie to me now. On release, we were all hyped about Creator City being the next big city and having cool robberies and being this whole separate new area. And I trust Asimo with this new project will do us and the city right. But it did not live up to that potential, and that is why I consider this to be the downfall of Creator City.